Sup nerds, another Thursday, another free epic game. And though a lot of people wanted Stray, just as I suspected, the free game this time around is none other than Cat Quest 2, which along with the first one had been given away by Epic Games before. So I'm not too sure why they had to make a mystery games, but I'm not too disappointed actually, cause Cat Quest 1 was pretty fun. So let's take a look at Cat Quest 2. Now, before we get into that, just a reminder that Epic Games also gives away mobile games now. And they haven't been doing this for too long, but so far every game that they give away have been very popular in the past. This week is a Doodle Kingdom Medieval. It doesn't really look like something I would be into, to be honest. But hey, like we say in Brazil, for free, even vaccine on the forehead, am I right? Anyway, back to Cat Quest 2. This of course is a sequel to Cat Quest 1, which was given away last week, and hence, last week we did cover it and I had a blast with it. Go check it out if you haven't yet. Now, I was a little afraid that Cat Quest 2 was just going to be much of the same as the first one. Right off the bat they tell you that there were two kings that were to be reborn, a cat and a dog. So I wonder if they would let us choose which character to play, but hey, they make us play both, which is definitely pretty different already. The controls are still very responsive, and perhaps even more so than the first one, since I rarely missed any of the dodges now, and pressing X on the keyboard does switch your character. The one you aren't controlling is still there, and also fights along with you and everything, but just in an automatic way as it keeps following you around. And of course, there are a plethora of items to equip on your characters, and since both are always on the screen, you can equip them both, and at least so far none of the items seem to be exclusive to one another, even though some of the items do have cat or dog on the name. And just as before, you do get random items from chests that you find in caves and dungeons. Repeat items that you get do improve that item that you already had. But unlike in the last game, the blacksmith no longer sells these chests. Instead, you can pay her to improve one of the items you already had. Magic spells, you do learn them in specific places instead of the mage towers, but you do have to go to the mages to improve them. And though the spells do look similar from the first game, there are a few differences which I assume is because you control two characters now, so things like heal will be an area of effect around the character who casted it instead of just an immediate healing for the caster. And also, because you have two characters, you can equip 4 spells on each, so along with the items you can make completely different builds for each character. Like for me, I made the cat a close combat DPS, while making the dog a mage that shoots from afar and shields us from time to time. Story here, well, the premise does sound fairly generic as well, but as you do other quests around this world, you do see that there are several layers to the story. And so in my opinion, even though I only played this for about an hour and a half, I do think it has slightly more interesting story than the first one. Speaking of quests though, no longer are there quest boards around, you actually get the quests from the different NPCs around, or even from interacting with different objects lying around. That said, you can check the map to see how many quests are available at the moment, how many items you have collected so far, and so on. And as you can see, the map is definitely pretty big this time around as well, so you will probably have plenty of things to do in this game. Overall, I do think they improved most things from the first game, and it remains quite fun to play. And since it's for free, why not? And sadly, this week I won't be able to show you the recording of this game on my handhelds due to some personal issues, but this definitely works well with the ROG Ally and even on the GPD Win 1, just like the first one did. Anyway, pretty short video this week, hope all is well with you all, and remember, always nerd on.